Hey, have you ever seen a 13-year-old boy, a young boy, shift his whole understanding about being and life right in front of your eyes? Well, this is exactly what you are going to watch in the conversation that's going to follow after my this introductory section. Well, here's a backstory. I think it was probably a couple of days. Yeah, it was on 11th of April that Steve Hardison left me a voice. He tried to reach out to me through a call, and we couldn't connect, and he left me this voice note. And I would want you to listen to this voice note because we are going to talk about this young boy, Sasi, which Steve Hardison reached out to me seeking help. Here's the audio for you.
Ranjan, this is Steve Hardison and Jim Becker calling from my office. There is a 13-year-old boy in India that doesn't speak much English. I've tried to work with him on the phone and help him. It was beautiful this morning early when he was just saying, "Can you please describe being to me?" And then he says, "I don't read English. I don't understand English very well." And then he wrote me a short thing and said, "Can you help me by introducing me to someone?" He's 13, Ranjan. His name is Sasi, S-A-S-I. My request is that you and I talk by phone. I give you his email, and that you assist this young man with your language, or get somebody that can walk him through the book of being in his language, whatever his dialect is. So call me when you have a minute. My request is that we help this young man. I don't know his last name. He goes by S-A-S-I. People call him Sam, but I'm sure it's Sasi, a long Indian name. But he's genuinely looking. He tried so many different ways to get a hold of me. And like I say, he doesn't do English much. So what a courageous guy. I'd like to help him out. I love you. We'll see you. Bye.
And after this, I tried connecting with Sasi, and Sasi too messaged me back, and we connected on chat. And after a few days, we connected through a few more messages, and he said what he wanted was me to walk him through the entire book of being the ultimate coach, word by word. And I was so excited about it because just before that I was reading this book, Living Service by Melissa Ford, and I for the first time in my life I was understanding what service is. And long back I remember having read this book, Give and Take by Adam Grant, and that was the first time ever years ago when I felt that yes, there is something about giving and being a giver. And that's when I started being curious about me being a giver and learning how to give and be a giver and be service. But honestly, for a very long time, I could not understand what being service is. And it's very recently that I came across this book, Living Service by Melissa Ford, and I was reading through it. And all of a sudden, it happens that you've been trying to do something and you don't just connect the dots. And then one fine day, you read a book, you're doing something, and all of a sudden you have this sense that yes, this is probably what I've been waiting for. And I started understanding what service is, and I'm on my journey to understand it better and better. And then I start, and when I get this message from Steve Hardison, I was super excited because I felt that this is exactly a great opportunity to be service. And I reached out to him and I said, yes, I will definitely take you through the book word by word. And I was so excited. I posted a video on Facebook, and then I shared a message I shared the message with Steve, and he said, Ranjan, this will be such a great project. And for me it's a project, I'm loving doing it. I was excited about it. And then after a couple of more messages, finally we had this amazing conversation with this young 13-year-old boy, and I took him through the back cover of the book of being the ultimate coach. And I'm so excited to share this video with you. I loved the experience of talking and explaining him and sharing my understanding of the book of being with him. And the video that you're going to watch as a continuation of this introductory section is going to be my 1 hour and 11-minute conversation with the young boy Sasi. And you're going to love it. You're going to love the experience. You're going to love the enthusiasm of the boy. You're going to love how he was willing to receive the understanding of being, and how curious he was, and how open was he, and what a brilliant way of asking questions that he did throughout the conversation. And this 1 hour and 11-minute conversation is all about the back cover of the book of being, the most important part of the book, from where you actually start the book. And as Steve Hardison says, the good way, the right way to read the book is to read the back cover of the book, and then read the first 2 pages in the book, and then anything in the book. So here we go. Hope you're going to enjoy this. And I definitely loved, and Steve watched the video of conversation with Sasi, and he was super elated. And I think Steve and Amy are going to make a big announcement, which I don't want to make, and I leave it to Amy and Steve to make the announcement very soon. But this is going to be life changing, not just for all 13-year-olds, but probably for everyone who's open to listen and learn more about being. Love you. Please continue to watch my conversation, which I've named as, and all the conversations that I'm going to have with Sashi, I've named as Project Sasi Level of Service. In fact, this name is given by Steve Hardison, the ultimate coach himself. Oh, yes, Sashi, nice meeting you. How are you? And what's happening?
Nothing.
Oh, so much must be happening. What have you been creating? You created this fantastic opportunity for our conversation. I love that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. You're very powerful. I love that. Okay, so how did you get the PDF copy of that, first of all?
In some website I got it.
I don't think the PDF has got the last, back cover page, isn't it? If you go to the back cover.
Yeah.
Is
But
it
the content
available?
is same.
No, back cover. I'm talking about the back cover page.
Back
Just check
cover.
if you go to the last page. Is it available?
Yeah, I saw it back cover.
Oh, yeah, it is there. Fantastic. Okay, so now that you have it, just let it be on the screen, and if you can maximize it for your own reading.
What?
Okay, I want you to read that once. Let's start from. Okay, what we'll do is just stop sharing the screen once. Let's have some conversation, and then we'll start with our process of reading and understanding.
Okay.
Yes. Sasi, first of all, I really appreciate you for being so enterprising, and you did a lot of work to get to that book. And also, you connected with Steve Hardison, who messaged me that there is a young boy, dynamic boy in India who wants to understand it. Ranjan, will you please help him? I was really excited about it. And I love the fact that, what's your age? 13, na?
Okay.
13. Sashi, I would have considered myself very fortunate if I would have got this book when I was 13. And I am so pleased that you got it at this age. And more than that, I appreciate the fact that you are already so courageous, and you are open to ask and open to receive support and help. And the way you created your opportunity and this space for this amazing conversation and series of conversations that we are going to have, in fact, which might be helping so many young people to understand that there is something which can help us improve ourselves at a deeper level than we are aware of, generally aware of now. uh, and you did that, you created that opportunity, and I really appreciate who you are being as a person.
Is that book so powerful?
Well, I would ask you, is that book so powerful that you reached out? Is that book so powerful that you started connecting to Steve Hardison? Is that book so powerful that Steve Hardison connected to me? Is that book so powerful that I am connecting to you? Is that book so powerful that we are talking about it today? Is that book so powerful that thousands of people have become fans of this book? Is that book so powerful that people are reading this book every single day? Is that book so powerful that even the world's top transformational leaders are talking about this book? Is that book so powerful that world's top business leaders are talking about this book? Is this book so powerful that this book led to a movement, a being movement across the world, and which inspired me to create this event, the ultimate experience India in India, because and I got inspired from this book when I read the PDF copy of this book. Is this book so inspiring and so powerful that hundreds flew from UK and US to attend this event in Mumbai, the ultimate experience India? You tell me.
It's powerful.
You're brilliant. I love that. You know, if a book can inspire, and more than Sashi, more than the book, it's about how you read the book. You know, Steve Hardison has shared that how you read the book, especially he has mentioned prescribed a path, a way
Yeah, I
of
know.
how to read the book so that it becomes so powerful in your life. Do you see that?
I saw that already.
Yeah. So what is this? Tell me. Okay, you tell me. Now you had a fantastic question. Is this book so powerful? So what do you realize now after this conversation?
It is powerful,
Uh,
and the way to read it so that it becomes very powerful is, first of all we should read the back cover page, and we should answer the questions ourselves,
mm,
and then from the starting of the book there are also few questions there in uh, in the first page, I think. After the
mm, yes.
first we should read those questions and answer them, and then we should read it like our autobiography, not like Steve Hardison's.
Yes, I love that. Have you connected with anybody so far, Sashi?
It's with Howard Berg. He's the world's number one speed reader.
Okay. No, have you connected anybody regarding this book since we have connected
Steve
or
Hardison.
no, I'm generally to understand more about this book. No, no, right? This is the first time we are having conversation about this book. So I would also want to appreciate one thing, acknowledge one thing, Sasi, that in your messages to me, you shared an idea that maybe we can create, what did you say? Shorter
Some
version,
short
summary,
videos,
summary kind of thing. You
some
asked
short
me.
videos so that all will be able to see the summary instead of reading that. Some may not have time.
Yeah. So I appreciate you for even thinking in a way that first thing you wanted to do something that it can reach out to more number of people and more people can get benefited by reading this book, by experiencing the change because of this book. First, I would like to acknowledge you for that. The second thing is for the ideation, for the idea that okay, this is how it can be done. That I would like to appreciate you, because ideas are very powerful. And sometimes people are stuck in life because they say they don't have ideas, right? And when you have an idea, I think there was some What was that Indian ad? No, idea can change your life or something. It was there. Some mobile ad or something, idea mobile or something. Idea SIM cards or something. That एक idea जिंदगी को बदल देता है kind of thing, right? Uh, somebody?
My father.
Okay. Would you like to join you or what?
No, no.
Okay. Is he asking you?
He's asking who is it?
Okay. Does he know that you're talking to me and what you're talking about?
No.
Okay. Is it okay that you're talking to me?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's I really appreciate that, Sasi, you coming up with an idea. And the third thing, Sasi, I would like to sincerely appreciate you that you shared that idea with me. You know, hundreds of people have thousands of ideas, but they are reluctant to put that out into the world. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you doing at 13-year age is so powerful, so magnificent. I really felt, wow, this definitely is an idea. And I felt that even Steve Hardison shared with me that why don't we create these conversations in a way that we will be creating these videos which we will be creating a series of links, and then we will be sharing the links with all the people who would want to, all people of your age who would want to read the book and also learn about it because of the conversations that we are happening that's happening between us and we are creating between me and you. What do you think of the idea?
It's a great idea because it's my idea, right?
Ah, amazing. Very fantastic. So we are doing that already, and I'm here to serve you. And I've taken that responsibility, and I've told Steve Hardison that I'm taking charge of this responsibility, and I'm creating these videos now, and we will be putting these videos out. And very soon, you can invite all your friends to watch these videos, and you can share the links from where I'll be sharing them. Uh, and also, this will be uh, a testimony of your transformation. Let's say after 10 years or after 20 years, you create wonders in your life, and you will come back to this series of videos, and you will be more proud to share about them with your friends and families and everybody across the world, and you will be able to help more youngsters after 10 years and after 20 years also through what you created when you were 13 years age. What do you say?
It's fantastic. And the problem is, here the children in this age can't understand because
Mm.
they are not good in English or some other reasons they can't understand.
Mm, I really appreciate your concern and love for them, Sashi. But also, I will tell you, do you think when we create these videos and conversations, do you think there will be somebody who will be benefited? We don't know
Yes,
when, isn't it? You know, when you create something and put out in the world, you never know who is going to get benefited and inspired because of these videos out there. It can be in your place, it can be in my place, it can be in somebody's place across the world. And
yeah,
you never know from where some other student, even older to you or younger to you, might get inspired because of these conversations. What do you say?
definitely, maybe someone.
Yes, and we are creating this at a universal level. We are creating these conversations so that we are serving through what we are creating in these conversations. And who knows, anybody might be getting benefited, isn't
Yes,
it? Yes. So thank you so much for that. And yes, I would want you to share your screen and share the back cover of the page. Uh, and maximize that for
okay.
so that you will be able to read that. Yeah,
Can you start reading?
yeah. So, it is visible, and would you read that for me?
Yes.
Yes.
First line.
Yes, you can start reading that whole back page from the
Okay,
first
okay.
word to the last word.
Dear potential reader, as you may have noticed, there are no testimonials on the back cover of this book, imploring you to read it. I withhold that. The only testimonial I am interested in is the one you will have from reading and experiencing this book. Please do not read this book about me. Read this book about you. Read it about being. As you read, ask yourself, who would I need to be to be a more loving person? Who would I need to be a more effective parent? Who would I need to create a level of confidence that is remarkable? Who would I need to be at peace with who I am? Who would I need to be fully in love with myself and my life? Who would I need to live the most extraordinary life I can live? I promise you that if you read this book with intention of expanding your state of being, you will do exactly that. Your experience will be remarkable. Who you are being is everything. Loving you, be blessed, be you, Steve Hardison.
Fantastic. Okay, now you can stop sharing the screen and let's get back to our conversation.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you might have already read this back page, back cover earlier also, isn't it? Right. So what comes to your mind when you read that back cover, Sashi?
When I read the back cover,
Hmm. What comes to
mm,
your mind, and what do you
I
think
think
about?
answering these questions are somewhat difficult, and some questions are not for me. Like,
Okay, so
who would I know to be more effective parent? I'm not a parent.
uh, okay, so let's once read it from my side also,
Okay.
and let's go deeper into that. Dear potential reader, as you may have noticed, there are no testimonials on the back cover of this page. You know, most books have testimonials. Why do you think there are testimonials on the
I
back
have a
cover?
question.
Hello?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are testimonials?
Uh, Thank you for asking. You read generally other books than your curriculum books and
Yeah.
academic books? Yeah. So when you read the back cover, uh, other experts and other authors give their opinions and endorsements for the book, that this is an amazing book and this book gives so much knowledge about this kind of examples from other authors. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, they are testimonials. They're
Uh,
called testimonials.
the name
So,
is How to Win Friends and Influence People.
yeah, by Dale Carnegie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, generally, you have testimonials on the back cover
Yes.
by other experts, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Uh,
see.
so, how do you think those testimonials help you, and what do you think is the purpose of those testimonials?
They will tell why you should read this book
Mm.
and what is the use.
And what is the use?
Yes.
Okay, but how do you think that helps the author or somebody? Because how would how would that help you get
They
help?
will get more sales.
Fantastic. You know, it gets them to sell more books and also share an opinion about, share their own experience. Because when people endorse the books, when people give testimonials, they read the book and then they share their genuine, honest opinion about the book on the back cover, so that the potential readers can get help by learning about that book even before they read it, and they form an opinion about that book even before they read it positively. But here, this is written by Steve Hardison himself, and this book is inspired from the life of Steve Hardison, and who he has been, the kind of person he has been throughout his life. Okay.
I think it has been written by his wife.
Yes, it has been written by his wife, his beloved wife and girlfriend, Amy Hardison, and all data and research has been done by uh, Alan D. Thompson. His
Yeah,
name is there on the cover. Alan D. Thompson is an international AI expert on artificial intelligence, and he put a lot of effort, in creating this. And I will share with you another video to understand more about the background of the creation of this book. And when you listen to that video audio, it's an actually audio. When you listen to that audio, you will get the entire detailed backstory of the creation of the book, because Steve Hardison never wanted to write a book or never wanted to have a book written about him. He just wanted to be more of who he is, and he wanted to impact lives by being the kind of person that he wanted to be. That's all. He never wanted. And you said right, testimonials sometimes help more sales of the book, but Steve Hardison is not focused on sales of the book. He's more focused on impacting lives.
yeah,
And so, he made it important that people read it for their own experience. They don't read it because of somebody's opinions. And if I give you a testimony about some book, that book might my impression or my opinion might be different, and your experience might be different, isn't it?
yes.
Yes. So Steve Hardison wanted this book to become a powerful tool in order to impact the lives in a way that they can see the shift and see the experience for themselves in their own lives. And which will happen only when people read it for themselves, not because somebody has said that it is great book or it is an amazing book kind of thing. So, it's like, if I tell you the taste of an ice cream, would you be able to get that taste in your mouth?
No,
No.
we should taste it.
You will definitely want to taste that ice cream for yourself to have an opinion, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the same way. How do you know if it's delicious? How do you know if it's mouth watering? How do you know if it's so tasty? How do you
We
know
should
if it
experience
is
it
so
ourselves.
impactful? Sorry?
We should experience it ourselves.
Brilliant. You should experience it. So, Steve Hardison made it a point that everybody who is wanting to see that shift has to experience it for themselves, and then whatever opinion they have about the book will be their own testimonial about the experience of reading the book. Does that
Then what
help?
is the testimonial?
Yeah. Sorry.
Your testimonial. You have already read the book.
Oh yeah, I'll be sharing that with you throughout the journey, and this has impacted me so much. I have shared about in this in so many of my interviews, so many of my conversations. I was so inspired by the book. I'll share this story with you, Sashi. I'll share
Okay.
this story with you. And as a result of reading this book, I'm a different person today, and my life is different. My experience and the way I'm experiencing life is also different today. And this has been impacting my family, my personal life. I was so inspired that I created this international summit, the Being Summit in Mumbai on 25th of February this year, 2023. And we had hundreds of people who got moved by this movement in India. And uh, and there were hundreds who flew from US and UK to attend this event, isn't it? So yes, this has impacted me very much. Your video is, I think your video got stuck. Are you there?
Hello.
Yes, yes, are you there?
Ah, what is
Yeah.
the shift in your life?
Sorry.
Shift. You told that there will be shift in your life.
Change. Basically what I'm talking about is, see, why do you read a book? You read a book so that there is a change in your life. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
It can be in any way. So if you're reading a book on speed reading, why do you think you're interested in speed reading?
I want to cover my syllabus in less time.
Yes, you want to maximize something in a minimum time. You want to speed it up, right? You want you want to improve your performance. You want to Acha, why do you want to improve your performance in reading?
For my betterment.
Yes, so for your betterment, for your improvement. So overall, you are interested in changing yourself
Yes.
at some level, right?
Yes.
And then you read a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how some books give you the information of something. Some books give you the skill of something when you work on that and apply on that. And some books change you so much so that they change your worldview. They change your self concept. They change how you treat yourself, how you look at yourself. They change how you look at life. They change how you see people around you. They change how you treat life, how you treat yourself, how you treat people around you. They change so much in you that everything about you starts shifting, starts changing. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, I felt that this book has shifted my life. This has impacted my life in many different ways. I'm a different person. I have improved in different ways from reading this book, and I am inspired to be more of who I am now. And and I think it's a gift of this book that we are talking today,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what he said. As you may have noticed, there are no testimonials on the back cover of the book imploring you to read it. I vetoed that. I made it mandatory that. And the only testimonial I'm interested in is the one you will have from reading and experiencing this book. Please do not read this book about me. And he's very particular about it. That see, if you're reading a book about somebody, then you will feel that, oh, it's about him, so only he can do it. But Steve Hardison wants anybody who's reading this book to read it for. See, he said, read this book about you.
Yes.
What I am sharing with you is my understanding of the book, my interpretation of the book. And now as you listen, you will develop your own understanding of the book, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, see, my understanding is that when I read a book about me, I will start seeing that who would I be if I were in that situation?
Oh.
What would I do? How would I respond? How would I behave? How would I see things? And sometimes, it gives you a reference point. It gives you an opportunity to see that maybe there is some aspect in my life also, where I am undergoing the same circumstance in a different way, little different way. But I think you will get ideas about how can I improve my responses, how can I improve my work, how did Steve Hardison respond, what would I do if I would be in that situation. And sometimes it gives you references of better understanding, like, today if you're thinking that, oh, I don't have these resources, I don't have those resources, then when you read the book, you will also have an understanding of what were Steve Hardison's life, and if he could create that from that kind of a life, what am I doing, you know and what are my resources around. And if you are thinking about some people who have better things and better facilities than you, then you will also now have better understanding of how many people there are around you who don't even have bare minimum resources that you have, possibly. right? So there are many different ways. There are many different ways. Uh, you see possibilities when you read the book and experience it for yourself, and
Yes.
then you develop your own understanding of the book and the message that Steve Hardison did demonstrate through his own life, by living that kind of a life, by being that kind of a person, that somebody got so motivated to write a book about him.
Yes.
You see that? Steve Hardison never wanted to write a book about him. Steve Hardison never wanted to write a book or even have a book written about him. But Alan D. Thompson got so inspired by Steve Hardison that a book is here out in the world, and it is inspiring thousands of the people, and it will continue to impact thousands in future also.
Yes.
Which place are you from in India?
Content. It's AP.
Yeah, AP. I'm also from AP. Which place are you from, Sasi?
You know Kakinada,
Yes, Kakinada.
and it's 50 kilometers far from Kakinada.
Okay, 50 kilometers from Kakinada. I am in Vishakhapatnam, so probably I am just four hours of journey from you, right?
Yes.
Acha. We were 4 hours of journey from each other, but did we know each other?
No.
No. And who brought us together? Guess who? Yes. And why do you think it brought us together? Because of who Steve Hardison has been in his own life.
Yes.
And where is Steve Hardison in the world? Arizona.
Harrison.
Yeah.
In which
And
country?
and imagine that somebody from Arizona, somebody from US is so far away from there. And how did he write a book to reach out to you?
No.
No, it is because of the life that he has lived and making his life his own message.
Yeah.
The message reached you, the message reached me, the message reached hundreds in India. And today we are talking about all this thing because of who he has been throughout his life. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
And I have a doubt. Is this recording going to be the video or any other special video?
Okay. Why do you get that doubt?
Because you are recording it.
Okay. So would you want this to be shared or not?
That's your wish.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Sasi. First of all, this video itself is a brilliant eye opener for many 13-year-olds in India. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yes, and I love your smile.
I feel so proud.
Wow, I feel so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of myself also.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you so much. Yes. So see, when you read the book about you and read it about being, read it about being. What does that mean when you say read it about being?
How you live in your daily life and how you respond.
Read it about being. When you're reading about the book, there are many different ways you can read. When you're reading, you can okay, so what do I do? What action should I take? And if I'm in the situation, what action will I take? These are the different ways we can start thinking, but there is a deeper level than that. You can even go to a level of understanding what kind of a person was Steve Hardison being, and what is a possibility that what kind of a person I can be in given situation, in my given situations. You see that? See,
Yeah.
I can be a good man and do a bad thing. I can be a bad man and do a good thing.
Yeah.
I can be a kind person, but somewhere I can be harsh. I can, there are different ways that you can act out, but deep down that what kind of a person you are being,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So, this book is about being. This book is not about strategies. This book is not about skills. This book is about the possibility of creating the kind of person that you would want to experience, right?
At last, we will do it.
No, if we are already doing it. We are already doing it. Do you realize that? Acha, who are you being when you are listening to me? What kind of a person are you being? I said I appreciated you for creating the opportunity, for reaching out to Steve Hardison, for asking for help, and he connected with me, and you then messaged me, and then I replied you, and then you kept messaging me. Then we decided on a date, and today finally we have created this opportunity. Do you see that you are being so enterprising? Do you see that you are being so courageous? Do you see that you are being so committed? Do you see all these things? Sometimes we think, oh, what happened? I've just taken an action. Oh, what happened? I've just messaged. It's not just messaging. It's not just sending a message. You are being a certain kind of person, even to do that,
Yeah.
isn't
And
it?
I think it's just normal. He will do it or not. I thought first videos,
Mm,
a small idea, but
mm.
now we are really doing it now.
We are doing that. You just shared a message me that why don't we do that? But do you see that we are already creating it?
Yes, I am very happy for that.
Thank you so much, Sashi. Thank you so much. Even I am very happy, and I'm loving this conversation with you. And this is going to rock the world. I'm telling you, this is going to rock the world, and this is going to be a brilliant opportunity. Not just your age, Sashi. It might be helping people of any age and every age.
And I want to know another thing. It's about you. Who are you? Means who? Where are you working? And how famous are you? I don't know.
Definitely. We will be
You
talking
have
about that, and I will definitely share my story also throughout the journey. We will
you
talk
told that
about
you
it.
have given interviews also.
Sorry?
You told that you have also given interviews. That means you are very popular.
It's not about popularity. It is, yes, I am popular. I created this big movement. I brought this big movement, the being movement, into India. I declared this ultimate experience India in India, and I created this with the amazing support of my team members and people from across the world who are helping me. So yes, I'm proud to have been somebody who put this message out in the world, and being the creator of this international, we call it the best ever being summit in India, which we created in Mumbai. And we have the lakhs of rupees of donation charity, the amount that we have raised because of this event. We have already started sharing these thousands of dollars with the little girls, a charity organization called Kranti in Mumbai, who supports the little girls who have become victims of child sex trafficking in Mumbai. And you know how many girls are going to get benefited because of the money that has been raised. And yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine from US, and we had a 30-minute conversation. And sometimes you forget what you have created. You stop taking credit for what you have created, and you feel that, okay, so what, I've created that kind of thing. And this friend spoke with me for 30 minutes, and he reminded me that, Ranjan, do you know how powerful you are? You brought me to India. You made me fly to India. You made me attend this event. You made me donate my money to the event. You made hundreds. You created this movement in India so big that hundreds trusted this and flew to India. And now all this money is going to be given in charity to these girls who are from Kranti, who are going to get benefited from it. And do you even see what a magnificent creator you are? And I was, yes, sometimes we forget what we have done. And he said, Ranjan, he inspired me to step into my greatness of the story that I am living and I'm creating. So that's who I am being. And thank you so much for asking that, Sasi. I'll be sharing my stories time and again during our conversations. I'll also be sharing my experiences from the book, and how I got inspired and my life got changed, and how it impacted my relationship with my kids and my father, and how I'm behaving now, and what is so different, how I'm listening now, how I'm speaking now, and the impact on my personal life, and what all I uh, created in the path of creating this being movement in India. So definitely I'll be sharing all these things with you. Definitely, Sashi. Thank you for asking. Okay, so shall we continue the back
Yes,
cover?
I will
Oh,
also answer the questions.
oh, yes. Let's explore that. That will be amazing. Okay, so read it about being. As you read, ask yourself. What Steve Hardison says is, as you read, ask yourself. That means it's not just a one-time thing. So he wants us to remember these questions throughout the reading the book, so that you make space for more insights to come. You make space for more ideas to come. You make space for more possibilities that can be created, because with the help of these questions, you
Okay.
know, I learned long back, Sashi, that your life is always an answer to the kind of questions you ask.
I heard it.
Ah, you heard it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. What comes to your mind when I say that?
It means it should be a if the learning will take place if you questions some really good questions.
Yes, you know, see, if you are asking,
Voice is muted. I can't hear your voice.
can you hear now?
It's low.
Can you hear now?
Voice is low.
Is it good?
Still.
Just
Raise it.
give me a second.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yeah. Now it's good.
Okay, fantastic. So, is it as clear as earlier?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. So, yeah, what was I asking? I forgot.
You.
Ah, the questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said
Questions.
your life is an answer to the kind of questions you ask yourself, and you said yes, I heard it. What comes to your mind when I say that? Yeah, I was telling you that my opinion, what I feel is as a possibility that questions are the seeds we plant for the answers we need in life. Do you see that?
Hmm. Steve Hardison told that in the same example, he told that
Mm.
what kind of seed you grow, you will get that kind of tree.
Yeah, and you know, uh, that's actually right. And what are the seeds? I see the questions that you're planting in your life. The more powerful the questions are, the more powerful the answers will be.
Then tell a powerful question for me.
These are the most powerful questions if you are going to experience the book in a different way. See, these are the see when he asked, let us go through the questions, because
Okay.
I not even I'll say even the world's top experts, people around the world who have read these questions again and again, again and again, again and again, these questions are so powerful that if you sit with them, if you think on them, if you meditate on them, if you reflect on them, you will see how it starts shifting how you are viewing life, how you are looking at life, how you are looking at yourself, and what is the possibility that there is an option that you are not looking at presently. you know
Yes.
sometimes sometimes you have things right in front of you but you don't see them.
Yes.
Happens.
Yes.
Yes, it's the same way. Life is right in front of us but we don't see them because we have some other question going on in brain.
Yeah.
So these questions are like you know the pointers. They're marking, they're helping us focus somewhere, so that we will be able to be the kind of person that we would want to be,
Okay.
right? Okay, the first question, who would I need to be a more loving person? See, it's going back to the same seed. Who would I need to be a more loving person? If I am really wanting to be a loving person, what kind of a person do you think I need to be?
Then I should also be kind to others. I should
Pen.
help others. And mm, still, I should not interfere in others' matters.
Yes, so you have the answers. Maybe as a possibility, if you sit with this question for half an hour, you will have many more thoughts, many more ideas. If you sit for, if you sit with this question for 5 minutes every day, every single day, maybe you are going to have many more answers in next 30 days. Do you see the possibility?
Yes. Then how do we know what is the best answer?
There is no best answer, because what you get in the moment is the best answer, because it is your question. The more aware you become of that, the more change starts happening in you very naturally. Do you see that?
Yes.
Did I ask you to answer those questions in a way? No, you knew that. You had the answers, right?
Yes.
You had your see life. You are planting a question in your mind, and life is opening up to give you answers through yourself to yourself. Do you say?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it's the same way. So question is opening you up to come up with your own answers, which will help you improve from your own. I am not improving you, I am helping you to see the possibility. Do you see that?
Yes. I am improved.
Yes, yes, you are doing that. And when we start focusing on these questions will help you understand this book at a level of your being, not just at the level of information, not just at the level of intellectual understanding. It helps you become the kind of person that you would actually want to be. Do you see that? Some people say that, oh, I'll do this kind of a business, I'll do that kind of a business, I'll do that. After 50 years, I will be this kind of a person.
Yeah.
But tell me, if for 50 years you are being a certain kind of person, and you decide that after 50 years I'll be a good person, after 50 years I'll be a loving person, do you do you do you know what's going to happen? Because he's going to be stuck in those
We don't
patterns.
know if he'll live up to there or not after
Yeah,
50
who
years.
knows? Who knows? You're right. The
Yes.
only possibility of living is in the moment. You are absolutely right. And so, when do you think being a certain kind of person is possible? Is it in future or now?
Now.
Now. Fantastic. So this book is about now. This book is about what kind of a person would you want to be now? And who do you need to be? Who would I? The question is to your own self. Who would I need to be a more loving person? You said right. I need to be more kind. I need to be more loving. I need to be more accepting. I need to be more listening. I need to be more generous. I need to be more helpful. I need to be more forgiving.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So these are the possible. So we will be asking these questions again and again, and we will be going into the books and see into the book, and we'll be exploring how we can learn more from this book. The second question, who would I need to be a more effective parent? Now that you are not a parent, but still there is a possibility that you will be a parent in future. So why not prepare your mind by even asking for that question? There is a possibility, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, you are not a cricket player, let us say, and you might be dreaming of becoming a cricket player after 10 years or after 15 years. But don't you think there is a possibility to create that person now?
Yeah. There is a
Hmm.
possibility.
There is a possibility, and the possibility starts manifesting, starts happening when you ask the question, who would I need to be a more effective parent? Now, since you are a child, since you are a son of your beautiful parents, tell me, who would you need to be a more effective parent?
Mm, I should not pamper the kids more, and
Okay, so
I should,
even first of all, as a child, how would you want your children to experience you?
uh, when they see me, they should be feeling safe and they should
Hmm.
be happy,
Wow.
and mm, they should be like they should have an idea of independence.
Yes, freedom.
Yes,
Brilliant. See, you just asked the question and we created the possibility already.
yeah,
Isn't that
yes,
fantastic? So we'll be experiencing them again and again, Sashi. Thank you so much for being with me on this journey. And okay, who would I need to be to create a level of confidence that is remarkable?
level of confidence.
What kind of a person I need to be to create a level of confidence that is remarkable?
I should have more self confidence,
Yes,
and I should not think what others are thinking about me.
brilliant. That's
And
enough for the day. You know, you already created so much. Yes, and what else?
mm, I should be improving myself a lot.
Wow, constant learning,
Yes,
continuous learning, right?
that's why I'm taking speed reading course.
Amazing, brilliant. And that, once you're excellent at that, once you excel at that, you will, but you can be confident even before that because of your decision that you have made, the
Yes,
choices that you have made. You see that?
yes,
You didn't need to wait for something to happen to be confident.
yeah,
It's a state of being.
straight.
You can choose to be confident even when you're doing it, right or wrong?
Yes, we can.
Ah, brilliant. You are doing that already, and we are doing that together. So, yes. So this is one. The next question, who would I need to be at peace with who I am?
In peace.
At peace with who I am. Instead of being at fight with myself, instead of being say, oh, I'm not good at that, I'm not good at this, I did not do this wrong, I felt, and instead of feeling guilty about what you have done, instead of carrying the burden of past on you.
I got it.
And yes, so who would I need to be at peace with who
Now
I am?
I should accept myself, and I should able to know the truth that by getting these kind of thoughts I can't be able to make those. I should start working on them, and I should make progress
Absolutely lovely, brilliant, amazing.
because thinking of those can't make right. That,
Mm,
so that I should start working.
yes. Your thought plus action creates results, right?
Yes,
Amazing. See that when we sit with the questions, how many different answers we have. You see that, Sashi?
yes. And
Mm.
tomorrow maybe they will be different.
Yes, there is a possibility. There'll be more, there'll be different, there'll be deeper,
Yes.
because you will not be the same again.
Okay.
Isn't
I
it?
will.
Yes, that's lovely. The next question, who would I need to be fully in love with myself and my life?
Feel in love. Uh, I should take care about myself, and I should love others
Wow.
so that uh, Steve Hardison told that if you can hate someone you don't know, why can't you? love someone you don't know. So if you share the
Yes.
link, you will get it back.
Amazing. Do you see how powerful that is, Sashi?
Yeah.
I love that. I love your insights. I love how deep your understanding is. I love your focus. I love your memory.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sashi. Thank you so much for creating this opportunity. This is brilliant. I'm telling you, this is going to rock the world. This is going to change many lives because you don't know. It's irrespective of the age.
Yes.
Sashi, you don't know. There might be a 40-year-old, there might be a 50-year-old, there might be a 60-year-old, 70, 80, 90-year-old person who might listen to this and say, wow, this is what I need to do. This is who I need to be.
Yes.
There might be a 30-year-old person who's not loving himself.
Then by seeing this, he can.
Yes, you are inspiring because if a 13-year-old boy can speak this language of self-care and self-love, what am I doing?
Yes.
Do you see that how inspiring this is?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The next one is, who would I need to be to live the most extraordinary life I can live? Very powerful.
I should be adventurous
Wow.
and I should enjoy improving myself. It's not like uh, if I sit all the day and watch Netflix, I will be enjoying my life. Then I won't be improving myself, just wasting the time. The improvement should be done while enjoying myself.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I guarantee you that many of the grown-ups also would love this fact that you have shared just now. Love this insight. You know why? Just a couple of days ago, Steve Hardison shared on his Facebook uh, about the distinction of, he says, the key distinction of success is and life is about what you do with your time.
Okay.
What you do with your time decides what you create in your life,
Yeah.
isn't it? You said right. If I'm watching Netflix, if I'm watching just sitting idle and doing nothing and letting time pass by, then I'm creating myself into a lazy person,
Yes.
isn't it? Sometimes you can pamper yourself, sometimes you can relax, sometimes, but you need to know that what are you creating with your time.
That's why in the summer holidays I'm also learning Python.
Wow. That's your commitment to being a constant and consistent learner.
Yes.
See
And
that?
do you know someone who is expert in Python so that I have some doubts in it?
Yeah, if you would love to get in help from, I have a friend in Rajamandri who's running a top computer institute in Rajamandri, and he creates. Rajamandri is a place close to you, I believe.
Yes.
So I have a good friend there who has a big institute he runs there, especially on all these courses. And during summer also, I think he has a free course on his YouTube channel, and I will find out that course and I will share the link with you. And
I have a paid course, but small doubts how
yeah,
to.
so maybe what I can do is like if you can travel to him one day or 2 days, and if you can be there somewhere, maybe he
That
can help
won't be
you.
possible.
Uh,
Okay,
so
then.
so so if it is a small doubt or it will take less time, then I will request him to spare at least 30 minutes to 1 hour
Okay.
for you. I will request him and see the possibility how I can help you in creating that. Will that be helpful?
Yes, thanks.
Oh, definitely.
Really
But
thank you.
I'll tell you also, yeah, thank you so much. Most welcome, Sashi. And I'll also tell you the course that he has created, computer course that he has created is free, but is much better than many paid courses.
Really?
Yes. And he, when people ask him that why do you charge this much at your institute, and we are going to some other institute which is charging lesser than you, he says that then do one thing, watch my free course, all the videos, and if any other institute in Rajamandri gives you better course than my free course, then you are welcome to go there and pay there. Otherwise, my free course is as good as their paid courses.
Then it will be good, I think.
Yes. I'll see if he is creating some online trainings or something where, so that you can even join that in summer. Okay, let's
Okay.
see the possibility. I'll try for that, Sashi. Thank you so much. And yes, so see, you created the answer for who would I need to be to live the most extraordinary life I can live. Adventurous,
Yes.
constant learning, being a lifelong learner, and you will definitely be creating an extraordinary life for yourself.
And I also heard a story that I don't know the name. He is an old person
Mm-hmm.
and he is also an constant learner.
Mm-hmm.
Because of some reasons, he got uh, they in the judge told to hang him,
Mm.
and in about 2 hours he is going to be hanged. And at that time, he called someone who plays him music. He found someone playing music, and he wanted to learn that. So that he asked there will be a guard right outside. He asked him to get him in, and so that he will learn it. The guard asked that you are going to be hanged in 2 hours. Why do you need to learn that?
Mm. The
And
guard asked him. Yeah.
you
Okay.
are going to be hanged in 2 hours. Why
Mm.
do you need to learn it?
Mm.
Then the person told that the life is about learning. It's not that nobody knows when you are going to die. It's all about learning constantly. So from that I'm getting inspired and I want to learn constantly.
You are a learner, Sashi. You are a learner. You're being a learner. You are, by default, you are a learner. Else, you would not be talking to me now.
Yeah.
You are a learner already. And I'm so amazed and surprised. And I really appreciate how you remember these things which you read somewhere, which you heard somewhere, and you applied themselves to you, which millions of people are failing to do. Do you see that?
Yeah. But
And
so now I'm feeling like they are normal and it's not something special. But after when you are telling it, I'm knowing the value.
wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sashi. That's
And it
how
is
we,
different when you
sorry?
told the story, right? Your friend may spoke to you and you realized that what's your value.
Yes.
Now it's the same with me.
Thank you so much, Sashi. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm being service. One of my declarations is I am service and I'm being service. And I love this opportunity of service that we are creating together. And I love the brilliant conversation that we are having and the insights that you are sharing through your own learning and your commitment, your sincerity, your honesty, your vulnerability in sharing these what you are feeling inside and what you thought and what you're thinking now. This is so bold. This is so courageous.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Shashi. And this is what Steve Hardison says. I promise you that if you read this book with the intention of expanding your state of being, this will do exactly that. You want to be a learner? You can expand your being, state of being, into being a learner. You want to be adventurous? You can expand your state of being into more and more adventurous. You want to be loving? You can expand your state of being into being more and more loving. You want to
Can you
be
give an
effective?
example? These sentences are confusing. Can you give an example?
See, if I am being loving to my kids today,
Okay.
do you think there is a possibility that I can be a more loving person tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes, that is expansion of my state of being love.
Okay. And what are the actions you are going to take?
See, any action that comes off out of my state of being of love, what is it going to be? Loving or harsh?
Loving.
Absolutely loving. So I don't even need to bother about what I'm going to do, because the way I will do it will be more loving and loving and loving.
Yes. First of all, you should think about
I need not even think about it because I'm being it. Do you think a flower thinks that tomorrow I'll be a flower?
it. No.
No,
Because it is being a flower.
it is being a flower.
Yes.
You see that? It is being a flower. When you operate from your state of being, you're being that. Yes, you choose, you think, you think in a way, you speak in a way, you write in a way, you do things in a way, but all this is coming naturally from who you are being.
Yes.
If I am being kind more and more, if my commitment is to be more and more kind and loving, anything that comes out of me will be a result of who I am being.
Yes.
And if it is not, then I'll go back to improve my state of being. Then I'll be improving and expanding my state of being.
Yeah. Thank you. I understood it.
Yes, brilliant. Now, so yes, I promise you that if you read this book with the intention of expanding your state of being, you will do exactly that. Your experience will be remarkable.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Your experience.
I
See,
will.
he says your experience will be remarkable. See, you going through is different, you experiencing something is different.
Yeah.
See, when you just watch a movie because somebody else has asked you to watch it, then you are not there. You are not experiencing it. But when you really get engaged, when you really get passionate about that movie, you experience that differently.
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yes. So if when you constantly ask these questions to yourself, your experience will be remarkable.
Okay.
Your experience will be improving because they're coming from what you're experiencing inside.
Okay.
Right. And
Yeah.
then he says, who you are being is everything. Who you are being is everything. Isn't it? See, if you have a goal, you have a goal because you want to be a certain kind of person. If you want to improve certain thing, you're doing that because you want to be a certain kind of person. And being a certain kind of person means what? That you are changing yourself at your state of being level.
Okay.
And why do you do that? Because you want to experience yourself differently at your own level. Do you see that?
Okay. In which kind means how?
It can be anything. See, why do you want to improve your speed reading? Because you have a reason for that. Then I asked, what will happen if you do that? Then you told me that you want to be a different kind of person. You want to be a certain kind of person. What kind of a person? Maybe confident, maybe more learned person, right? Maybe you
Yes.
want, yeah. So that is your state of being. Learning is your state of being. You are a learner. That's your state of being.
Okay.
Similarly, being loving is also a state of being.
Okay. I understood.
Being adventurous is also a state of being. You don't become adventurous just because you do something. You see that? But by default, if I am an adventurous person, I will love what I'm doing and I will create more of that.
If you're happy with what you're doing, then it's your being.
Your being will enrich your experience.
Okay.
Your awareness of who you are being more and more will enrich your experience. Do you see that?
Mm,
See, in answering these questions, what happened? We became more aware of what kind of what person you are and what you want to be and what would you need to be. We are becoming more aware of that. Do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. And when somebody asks you, who are you? We have a very common answer. I am so and so. My name is this. My name is that. But when you're talking to yourself, now you will have, okay, I'm adventurous. I'm a learner. I'm a kind person. I'm a generous person. I'm a loving person. I'm a good son. I want to be a good parent. Do you see how this is expanding your experience? And this enriches and it improves the quality of your experience of life.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says, who you are being is everything. Because at the end of the day, you will be aware. Before you go to bed, and sometimes when you're alone, you will know what you are experiencing inside,
Yes.
isn't it? You will
We.
know what kind of a person. Let nobody know it, but you will know.
Yeah.
And being is that is called being, and being is everything.
Okay. We.
And love, and he says, loving you, be blessed, be you. And he repeatedly says that, writes that, loving you, be blessed, be you. Now I can see.
I'm just seeing what he used to keep BKH or something
Sorry.
at the end of the email. I
Okay,
will see.
acha, signature. You're talking about his signature.
I too don't know.
SFH,
Yeah, yeah.
SFH oblique KB, right?
Uh,
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that. That will come. That is part of this book. At one point, that will come, and we will also discuss about that. Okay. So, loving you, be blessed, be you, Steve Hardison. Thank you so much, Sasi. We had an amazing conversation, and I'm sure this conversation, see, amazing. We created almost 1 hour, 20 minutes of conversation only about the back cover of the book. Do you realize? Do you see that?
and it's not like even 1 hour.
It's 1 hour, 20 minutes.
And it's just gone like 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for being passionate and interested and open and sharing. And I'm very sure. See, who would have even discussed about the back cover for 1 hour, 20 minutes?
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
What a miracle we have created. And do you see it is going to help hundreds of people to see that, oh my God. So we can sit for 1 hour, 20 minutes only on the back cover, exploring what the back cover can
And
create possibilities of.
when is our next session?
Oh, very soon I'll share with you the schedule as early as possible. We'll start and we'll keep going deeper and deeper into the book. Oh my God, sometimes we forget the blessings that we have around ourselves, right? How fortunate we are that we have a house, we have good parents, we have a mobile, we have technology, we have internet connection, we are talking to people. Imagine the possibilities that we have and the kind of person who we are being. And how can I be more understanding to my own parents? How can I help them understand me more?
Yeah.
There are many perspectives which you can focus on as your approach to reading the book.
I will.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Sasi. Let's connect very soon.
Okay.
Happy for you. Love you. Bye-bye.